Welcome back guys, myself Piyush Goyal, Company Secretary from Jaipur and Delhi. In this video, we are going to discuss if you have subscribed a preference share of any company, whether it's a private limited company or it's a public limited company, right? And on or before the maturity date or redemption date, the company has defaulted in the payment of interest as well as the principal amount of the preference share on the maturity date. So in the said case, what are the remedies available to the preference shareholder if the company has defaulted in payment of the interest amount as well as the principal amount, right? So there are certain remedies given in the Companies Act 2013. If the company has defaulted in payment of the principal amount as well as the interest amount, the preference shareholder file a petition before the National Company Law Tribunal for the repayment of preference shareholder amount, principal amount as well as the interest amount, right? So in which section you can file the application of the Companies Act 2013 for recovery of principal amount as well as the interest amount, right? So you can file the petition in section 241 242 of the Companies Act 2013 for recovering of their payment as a preference shareholder, right? And the what are the regulatory provisions hitting in filing the petition, which is the section 241 and 242 of the Companies Act 2013 as well as the section 55 of the Companies Act 2013, right? So the recently judgment passed by the Supreme Court and the NCLT, that Aditya in the judgment of Aditya Birla Finance versus Syntax Industries, in which clarified that Supreme Court clarified that preferential shareholders are treated as equity holders, not the financial creditors. So you cannot file the application under the IBC. You can file the application under section 241 242 of the Companies Act 2013 for the operation and mismanagement. But before filing the petition under section 241 and 242 under Companies Act 2013, there are certain eligibility criteria given for the filing of petition under section 241 242. The eligibility criteria given under section 242 244, right? So there are two conditions given. You can comply first condition or you can comply second condition. If you are able to comply one of the condition from the both, you can eligible to file the petition before the National Company Law Tribunal for the operation and mismanagement. First is the if an preference shareholder want to file the petition in NCLT, at least 100 members or 1/10 of total number of members is required for filing the petition, right? And the second condition is members holding not less than 1/10 of issued share capital. तो इस केस के अंदर दो तरीकों से आप जो है एप्लीकेशन फाइल कर सकते हो, बट यू नॉट don't meet the criteria, right? You can file the application for waiver in form INCLT 9 under section 244 subsection 1. अगर आपका ये क्राइटेरिया पूरा नहीं हो रहा है तो आप वेवर के लिए भी रिक्वेस्ट फाइल कर सकते हो इफ योर केस इज ए बोनाफाइड केस, राइट? देयर आफ्टर नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज द ड्राफ्टिंग ऑफ द पेटिशन फॉर फाइलिंग इन द NCLT, right? So how to draft the petition for filing in the NCLT? First is the petition is filed in form NCLT 1, right? And the drafting in जो ड्राफ्टिंग है उसके अंदर सबसे पहले आपको ऊपर आपको पेटिशनर्स जो होते हैं उनको ब्रीफली डिस्क्राइब करना होता है. देन उनका उसके बाद जो है रेस्पोंडेंट कंपनी वो कोर इशू जो है वहां पर आपको मेंशन करना होता है कि दैट रेस्पोंडेंट कंपनी हैज failed to the redeem the preference shares, right? And despite having sufficient reserves, and mention the total amount of outstanding as a principal as well as the arrears of dividend, right? Thereafter, the petitioner will mention the list of dates and events in chronological order, like when the company is incorporated, when the issued the preference share, and the due date of redemption, and petitioner sent the legal notice for company is defaulted in payment of the preference share, and company replied for refusing payment and date of filing the petition. This is the main petition structure, right? In which you are required to mention the details of petitioner as well as the respondent, right? Petitioner details, respondent details, and thereafter mention the jurisdiction. अगर आपकी कंपनी जैसे मान लीजिए जयपुर के अंदर रजिस्टर्ड, तो योर jurisdiction will come under the NCLT Jaipur. So you can the NCLT Jaipur is eligible to hear your case. Thereafter, in part third, you are required to mention the fact of the case. Fact of the case के अंदर आपको क्या बताना है? The company had issued a preference share on so and so date by this board resolution dated, and you can mention what this is the terms of redemption, this is the terms of the dividend at the time of issuing, and the company has given the assurance for redemption of the preference share at a premium of so and so amount. Thereafter, on the maturity date, the company has defaulted in the repayment of the amount, right? And thereafter, the company has good financial health, and despite of the good financial health, the company is not paid the amount to the preference shareholder of dividend as well as the principal amount. Thereafter, in fourth step, you can mention the legal ground, right? You can refer the section 55, or that as per section 55 जो redemption है वो इस टाइम पर किया जाना मैंडेटरी है, but the company has not paid the amount. The second ground you can mention is the section 241. You can आप जो है section 241 का ग्राउंड बना सकते हो, वहां पर जो है नॉन रिडम्पशन अगर नहीं होता है तो एक ये ऑपरेशन एंड मिसमैनेजमेंट का केस भी माना जाएगा. देयर इज द एंड फिफ्थ स्टेप इंटरिम रिलीफ. आपको क्या क्या इंटरिम रिलीफ रिक्वायर्ड है फ्रॉम द एनसीएलटी, राइट? देयर आफ्टर आपको रिलीफ मेंशन करने के बाद द सर्टेन डॉक्यूमेंट इज रिक्वायर्ड टू बी अटैच्ड along with the application. First is the MOA and AOA proof of holding, terms of issue, financials, correspondence, consent letters, right? In step 4, what is the filing process? The application will be filed in form NCLT1 via NCLT portal, and required to be attached the affidavit in form NCLT6 on the stamp paper of 100 rupees, and it will be notarized. Thereafter, wakalatnama executed in the favor of the CS or advocate, right? And thereafter, payment of 2,500 fees for filing the petition. After filing the petition, your CP number will be generated, right? And your application will be listed on the NCLT. So this is the regulatory perspective. This is the process of drafting the petition and process of filing the petition before the NCLT. The NCLT, after listing of the application, here both the parties and identified what is the cause of non-payment of the amount, and company has defaulted. इंटेंशनली अगर डिफॉल्टेड किया है तो कंपनी उस केस में जो एनसीएलटी है वो वहां पर क्या है, कंपनी को बाइंड कर सकती है. कंपनी विल पे द अमाउंट विद इन द सो एंड सो डेट, बट इट विल टेक अराउंड 1.5 years to get the complete relief from the NCLT, because जो NCLT है, the NCLT will not give a relief in only one hearing. It will take time to resolve the case, and it will take lot of number of hearings for resolving the case. So I hope this video is very helpful for if you have a preference shareholder, our company has defaulted, whether it's a private limited company, whether it's a public limited company, whether it's a listed company, you can approach NCLT under section 241 and 242 for the compromise operation and mismanagement case, right? So thank you guys for watching this video. Still, if you have any doubt regarding the preference shareholder non-payment, you can also connect on the number given on the screen. Thank you guys for watching this video.